This is what we did yesterday. These four. Well, not yesterday, 2 days ago. Because, well, I just I didn't want to do anything yesterday, so I didn't, which who cares? Doesn't matter. Haunter looks fucking dope, by the way. Gengar looks stupid, but Haunter looks great. I've got shit already marked out. All I need to do is get started. Today we're gonna be doing Drowzee, and I'll do however many I want. I would like to finish Marowak, which would mean that this would be number 96 to 105. It'd be 9 Pokemon total. It'd be Drowzee, Hypno, Krabby, Kingler, Voltorb, Electrode, Execute, Executor, Cubone, and Marowak. That's 10. Am I dumb? Drowzee, Hypno, Krabby, Kingler, Voltorb, Electrode, Execute, Executor, Cubone, Marowak. That's 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay. That's fine. Whatever. Alright. So. 8, 2, 3, 4, 6. Three. One second. Okay, I've noticed something, and this might sound a bit weird if you don't use Opera GX like I do. I've noticed that 1, 2, 3. I've noticed that in fact the music player on Opera is kind of fucked. What do I mean? The music player, because I use YouTube, because I have my own playlists and shit, because I don't like Spotify. Back back when Spotify like first came out, I was using fucking Pandora. Okay. I didn't really like Pandora either, but like when I used Spotify back then, back when it like first came out, it kind of felt like I just had no control over my music. And that's why I just don't use Spotify anymore. No, I never use Spotify. I tried it and it was like, oh, that's kind of shit. Fuck that. I believe, yeah, like that, and then boom. There. That's a rough outline for like the belly. That's the leg right there. But yeah, I like having control over my music. Let's get back to what I was going to talk about. If you use the YouTube music part of the audio player, one of the key features of playing shit on YouTube just disappears. And what I mean by that is the like the bullshit that they put into YouTube that will make it so that shit isn't constantly blowing your eardrums out or too quiet, where it basically equalizes the volume of everything to like it's stable volume. That's what they call it. And me trying to describe it is stupid because I can just say that. But yeah, stable volume does not exist on the Opera GX fucking audio player for YouTube music, which is the stupidest thing. Rainy days, it comes clear. Oh yeah, I wanted to bring up something else as well. So I brought this up before. I believe I'm on a diet. I've I've currently lost. Let me go double check so that I know. I am currently down to 163.1 pounds. I've lost 41.9 pounds since I started my diet. I was looking at my calories from like my weekly budgets. My current calorie budget is 1,815. I don't always hit that. In fact, a good deal of the time I don't get near that. But yeah, I was looking at my weekly calorie budgets and how close I've been getting to them. And that's when I noticed last week I basically missed over 2 days worth of my calorie budget. I was below my weekly budget by almost 4,000, which is absurd. And right now I feel so hungry, I could probably eat like 50,000 calories in a single sitting. But yeah, I'm extremely hungry. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. YouTube also recommended me a video yesterday, which didn't really help. It was I forget the guy's name, but it's a recent video from like 2 weeks ago. It's a fucking like bodybuilder going on to a depletion diet where all he could eat was like he ate 5 ounces of chicken and a good amount of vegetables and some oil for every meal 4 times a day, and that's it. And I got curious, so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna look and see how many calories that is. Bitch is eating roughly more than I am on my diet, and feels like he's about to die. I mean, there's a very, very big difference, obviously. He's like working out and doing all this intensive shit. I'm very, very much not. I have, so as I've said, I've lost 41.9 pounds, almost 42, basically. And during that entire time, I have quite literally worked out a total of 0 times. So yeah, if I was like working out like he was, I would probably be fucking dead. Because there's been days that I've only eaten like 300 calories. And that's fucking nothing. The rest of this is all filled in. But yeah, it's not bad so far. You get used to it after you've been doing it for fuck. It's been since September. I still I'm trying to get down another so I'm at 163. That's another what 13 to like 18 pounds that I want to lose. And I need to start working out so that I can like actually look thin. And if I start working out, it's gonna like drastically make me more tired. And I'm already tired constantly on this diet. It's not even like it's a diet where like I'm restricting what I eat or anything. It's just restricting quantity and that's it. Anyway, yeah, that's the big black blob done. Leg, leg. The rest of this is upper body. We'll do this first. We'll come back to this. No, we'll do this first because this is actually dead-ended. 2, 3, 4. I believe looks correct. Yeah. I feel, after being on the diet, I feel a lot better than I used to, which sounds obvious. Like, before the diet, I could eat literally, like, as I said, I could literally eat 50,000 calories right now and not feel a goddamn thing. My fucking appetite has not gone away. It's very much still there. But like, I think before the diet, I would be eating. I'm completely sedentary. Let's just get that out of the way. I do fucking nothing. But before the diet, I would be able to sit down and eat as 100% sedentary, basically doing nothing other than maybe walking. That would be maybe like 10,000 calories. 10,000 to like somewhere in the range of like fucking 10,000 to like 7,000 a day. Yeah, that's correct. Half of this fucking shit is guesswork. And it's really nice when it just lines up perfectly like this. Da da da. 1, 2, 4, 4. I wanna kind of play a horror game. Maybe I'll go and actually finish playing through the Bunker, Amnesia the Bunker, because I love the Amnesia games. I just could not get myself to play the Bunker when it first came out. Lucky me, I don't remember a damn thing about it, so I could easily go back and play through what I've already played through, and yeah. The issue is I feel like I'm so desensitized to the the horror in it right now that I feel like I'll just rush through it, deaths be damned, like I did with uh Borderlands, not Borderlands. What's it called? BioShock. Because BioShock, I don't like games that I can just kind of rush through. I find them rather boring. There we go. That's Drowzee's outline done. But yeah, it, it, it it's annoying because of that. I'm almost certain that if I play it right now, I'm going to rush through it when I want a stealth experience in it. And I know that I want the stealth experience in it because it lends itself well to the stealth experience. Right? Like, I've been playing probably too much Repo lately. I've not been streaming it, obviously, as no one's seen me stream it. But yeah, I've been playing a lot of Repo. I've been getting decent at it. I can pretty consistently get through a full run past day 6 decently consistently, which doesn't sound like much, but playing solo and basically learning the game yourself is a very different experience than having fucking 13 people that you play with daily. Just like if I were to go play through all of um all of GTFO solo, like if you have the skill to play through solo GTFO all the way through and complete every mission, that's very different from playing GTFO with a group. And I believe it's much harder, isn't it? I don't think that GTFO and Repo are comparable, but that's the gist of what I mean. I would love to play through all of GTFO. Like, unironically, learning all of GTFO and beating every rundown in the game, if I had a group of people that had the free time and wanted to do that, I 100% would. Like, no fucking doubt. It would be a fucking nightmare to get through and a slog, but damn if it wouldn't be fun. I mean, I'm pretty sure people that have been watching my sporadic streams for years now. I've been streaming for almost 4 years. Holy fuck. But I'm pretty sure if people who've been watching basically that whole time know anything, they know that I fucking live for at least a bit of challenge. There's a difference between challenging and stupid. Stupid is fun too, but stupid just to make a game harder is not fun. I say that, but I did this. I started that stupid challenge in fucking Fallout 4, which I plan on getting back to at some point. I just fucking stopped wanting to play Fallout 4 right when I started it, which sucks because I'd love to finish that run. But yeah, it's it's something. I did also see a different thing. Terraria and Pal World are having a crossover event, and that sounds fun. Uh, I know that not many people have seen my Terraria stuff because I fucking basically never streamed it. I think there's like one or two VODs of it. One of them is me fucking up, uh, trying to figure out how to do the new hard thing that they added in like the final update to the game. You know, the one before the update that happened like a few months later. And then there was another update, and then there was another, and then there was another. Yeah, no, Terraria's had like 20 final updates. It's rather dumb, and it kind of pisses me off because it's like, oh, final major update. Never mind, we're adding 15 more fucking updates. 'Cause fuck you, that's why. Like, what the fuck? If you were gonna just keep updating the game, just say that you're gonna keep updating the fucking game. Anyway, playing through GTFO is something I really, really want to do. I've played through it a tiny bit. Like, I played through like, the first rundown when it first came out, and that's like the extent. because I could never get anyone to ever fucking play the game again, so it's just sat dormant in my fucking Steam library. That's how a lot of games go. They're like, wow, I enjoy playing this game. This game's no fun without other players. I want to play this game more. And then no one on your friends list ever wants to play it, and you don't want to go find new people because new people are fucking terrifying. So it's like, well, I guess I'll just wait 20 years to play this game again that I really want to fucking play. Repo's more fun with other players, but I've been playing it solo because I'm not going to let that shit happen again. And playing in the public is garbage. I might as well sit here and stare at fucking paint dry if I want to play Repo in a public lobby because that's basically the fucking same thing. Unironically, here's a short little story. I was playing Repo in a public lobby. People, a lot of children show up and just start yelling obscenities for no apparent reason, which it's a public lobby. What the fuck do you expect? But after all that, when you actually find a lobby, what happens is either everyone in there is memeing to fuck, so they don't want to actually play the game. They just want to meme around in the game. So if you actually want to seriously play the game, you're not going to find anyone, right? So there's one of my issues. And when you do find the serious people, they're not good. They're very not good at the game. What I mean by that is, out of every public lobby that I played in, I don't think a single one of them has made it past day 7, and only one of them made it past day 4. The majority of lobbies in the public, like beta, the majority of them do not make it past day 1. I had a lobby in day 1. They destroyed almost everything on accident, and we barely had enough to finish day 1. Like, what? I don't understand how someone can like not manage day 1. And then the lobby that made it to day 4, which was like the second best lobby I ever had, I had to carry them to day 4 just for them to fucking slam a cart into me, pick me up and throw me into a pit instantly. So that was fun. Anyway, yeah, Hypno's done. Sorry, Drowzee's done. Hypno's the next one. But yeah, that's the thing. If you want to seriously play any of these games, like Lethal Company or anything, you're kind of just fucked because they're just like, well, no, I want to meme around, which I get it. Meming around's well and good, but like, if you want to meme around, that's what you have friends for. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15. That should be correct. Save myself. That's like just the issue with a bunch of games though, isn't it? It's like if you really want to play this specific game and you don't want to play it by yourself or you literally can't play it by yourself, the issue then becomes actually, if it has public lobbies, finding people that actually want to play the game and not just fuck around. Because uh, I think the furthest I've ever gotten in repo was like day 9, and that's just because I don't want to continue a solo run past day 9 because I wanted to get to day 10 with people. It's the game is more fun with people. It's a party game, right? So it's like, well, I don't want to fucking just suddenly be better than all the other people playing the fucking game. Well, definitely not all of the other people. The speedrunners get to day 20 and day 100 and shit. There's streamers that go for fucking high days. Like, I'm by no means the best, and nor would I really want to be. If you are the best at a game, you now no longer have anyone to play that game with because everyone's going to be worse than you at it. So simply being the best because you want to, in my opinion, could ruin certain games. Like, if you're the best at this single player game, who cares? It's a single player game. No one else is going to ever really see that unless they watch you play that game, right? But if you're like the best at, if you're the best at fucking Valorant or CSGO or this or that, who cares? Yeah, a bunch of fucking organizations might give a damn, but like, if you're astronomically better than all of your friends at a specific game, none of your friends are going to want to play that game with you. Like, none of them. If I'm playing fucking Mario Kart and I find out my friend is like the world champion and has the record on every single fucking map, in the like he has world record in every fucking map, I'm not gonna want to fucking play with him. He's gonna fucking smoke me. Mostly because I don't know how to fucking play the game because I've never fucking tried. Right? Like, there's very much a difference in wanting to be good and wanting to be the best. I don't think I would ever want to be the best at a party game. If you're the best at a party game, it ruins the party game for everyone else. That seems to be in line. But yeah, it sucks. I, I could I could see myself wanting to like I could see myself wanting to be the best at specifically like Minecraft, because although Minecraft as a game very much thrives in multiplayer, I enjoy the game a lot, as you can probably tell by me streaming it a stupid amount. Minecraft is probably like gearing up to overtake my previous most played game of all time, which, if I go in order, I believe my most played games of all time were Mario 64, Mario Sunshine, and then it was fucking Fallout 4, and I believe it's still Fallout 4. You do not play a game for 12 plus hours a day for 2 years straight and not have it be your fucking number one most played game. But yeah, speaking of, I still need to get fucking social security card like I was talking about. That shit still hasn't fucking happened. Is there like scratching in the back of this music? There is. Holy shit. Why? Why was it so scratchy? Oh yeah. I guess I'll talk a bit more about the D&D stuff. I'm gonna be trying to get me some half plate, a halberd, and a heavy crossbow if I can, because I've spec'd into some old bullshit fucking subclass for cleric. The subclass is like the Tempest or something, which in all honesty makes no sense with my character and her lore, but the ones that made sense are like the worst of the worst for my character. So, like, if you go nature, what am I going to get out of it? Oh no, I can fucking be nice to trees for 1 minute. That doesn't sound too useful when I'm currently fighting the fucking Fae. Oh yeah, let me use Charm Plant with my Channel Divinity charge that I get like two of. No. Instead, with the Tempest one, I can fucking Channel Divinity, and that Channel Divinity can be used instead to make any thunder or lightning damage that I wouldn't have to roll for. Instead of having to roll for it, I just get the max output, which is insane. It's great. If I got the nature one, oh no, I get I get like proficiency in nature. Like all the shit that makes sense for my character are so bad. Like I wanted to originally take what was it? Hold on. Let me double check. D&D cleric subclasses. So, I go here. Yeah, I chose Tempest. If I chose Forge, it was kind of shit. It was decent, but it's also shit. Cool, I can smith shit. Death was nice. Life would have made sense with what I was originally planning, but it also kind of fucking sucked. If I chose Nature, it sucked. If I chose Order, it sucked because the only thing Order did, I believe, here, let me double check. Order and Peace both would have made sense. The subclass of Order and Peace for Cleric. It would have given me Command, Heroism, Hold Person, and Zone of Truth for going Order. Plus, it would give me proficiency with Heavy Armor and proficiency with either Intimidation or Persuasion. I already have Persuasion, so it would only give me Intimidation. Because I don't get to choose. I only get Intimidation because it's the only thing to choose. I don't do Intimidation that much. If at all. I do Persuasion almost exclusively. But it doesn't give me martial weapon proficiency. And the spells that it gives me kind of fucking suck. So Order fucking blows. If I go Peace, it would have given me Heroism, Sanctuary, Aid, and Warding Bond because it would be a level 3 cleric because I'm level 1 bard on top of that. But yeah, uh, its spells kind of suck. And then Implement of Peace, you get to gain proficiency in Insight, Performance, or Persuasion. I already have Performance and Persuasion, so I would only get Insight. And the Channel Divinity for Peace and Order, in my opinion, suck. All of these subclasses sucked except for Tempest. And the only reason why I would go Tempest over like Death or something is because, well, get this, like I'm pretty sure Death specifically didn't give me the proficiencies that I wanted. Almost all of the cleric subclasses were either garbage or the ones that were decent and made sense with my character. Those ones specifically didn't give me the proficiencies that I needed to be able to play how I was planning on. But yeah, it kind of just sucks. If I could have gotten like Peace, and Peace gave me the proficiencies that I wanted, that would have been ideal. Peace or Life would have been ideal. If Nature would have given me the proficiencies and its Channel Divinity wasn't complete garbage, like if I could channel Divinity instead of here, let me take one quick look exactly at what Nature domain did. Cleric of the Nature Domain at level 3 gets Animal Friendship, Speak with Animal, Bark Skin, and Spike Growth. And then a you get a Druid spell from the Druid spell list, a cantrip from the Druid spell list, and you gain proficiency in either animal handling, nature, or survival. I don't have any of those. I probably would choose nature because it makes sense with my character. But you only gain proficiency with heavy armor, no martial weapons, which sucks because I want to use a halberd, which is a martial weapon. And then channel divinity, charm animals and plants. As an action, you present your holy symbol and invoke the name of your deity. Each beast or plant creature that you see within 30 feet of you must make a wisdom saving throw. If the creature fails its saving throw, it's charmed by you for 1 minute or until it takes damage. While it is charmed by you, it is friendly to you and other creatures you designate. Everything past that channel divinity doesn't matter right now, because everything past that, Dampen Elements, Divine Strike, and Master of Nature, those are for such, like, further in. I'm level 4, 3 for Cleric. I'm not going to hit level 6 for Cleric for another 3 fucking levels. And Dampen Elements is a resistance thing. Divine Strike. Oh no, I get an extra, like, D8 or 2d8 for a fucking type of damage on my weapon. Yeah, what good's that gonna do me if I can't use martial weapons? Because I can't use the weapon that I want to use. Master of Nature. At the 17th level, you gain the ability to command animal and plant creatures, while creatures are charmed by your charm animal and plants feature. You take a bonus action on your turn to verbally command what each of those creatures will do in its next turn. You also get plant growth, wind wall, dominate beast, grasping vine, insect plague, and tree stride. If the channel divinity, if charm animal and plants were just spells that you get instead of your channel divinity, and the channel divinity was anything actually good, it'd be worth taking, in my opinion. Both because it makes sense for my character and would be decent, but it just straight up doesn't have the shit that I fucking need. So it's like, who gives a fuck? But yeah, that's that. I just don't get it. Like, I could probably get martial weapons at some point, but like not being able to use my weapon of choice till I'm like level 7, or like not even level 7. It would probably be like level 7 specifically cleric to gain it or something stupid. Not being able to use the weapon that I want to use sucks. I might even go for, because my strength is not that good. I'll fix it later, but I'm thinking it might be good for me to get another weapon other than the halberd, one that can use my dex, because my dex is noticeably higher by a good fucking margin. My strength is 10. My dex is, I believe, 13. No, my constitution's 13. My dex, I think, is 14. But yeah, eventually I want to get my strength up to 15 so that I can wear full plate instead of half plate. That's one of my goals, which holy shit, yeah, we are very much reworking the currency system in D&D 5e because shit make no sense. Also, this is just straight up wrong. There we go. That's now correct. I knew it seemed off somehow. Anyway, yeah. I'm thinking, because I know that I want to use a halberd. A great axe sounds good too, but I want a halberd for the reach because I plan on something specific with it. We have a a little short guy as our tank. He's stupidly powerful for no apparent reason, which is very funny to me. But he's got full plate. He's got 55 HP at level fucking 3. Just this henched out fucking paladin, right? And if I have my halberd, it has double the range of his war pick, so I could be behind him and just absolutely just fuck the guy that we're fighting. Like, just, oh, you have a paladin right in front of you. That's not going to let you pass to actually deal damage to the healer cleric behind him. You're literally fucked. You're dead if you try to get to me. So it's just like, huh, yeah, it's gonna be funny because since I'm right behind the paladin, if he gets something to forcefully take aggro somehow, I don't know if that even exists in D&D, because as I don't know if I've mentioned this. This is the first time I've ever played D&D, but yeah, if he gets something to forcefully take aggro, which I'm almost certain there has to be something like that, right? I can literally just stand behind him. If he gets damaged, I just heal him. Like my heal just got twice as powerful at, when I leveled up. I it's really funny because my cure wounds at level 2 went from 2d8 plus 2 to 4d8 plus 2, and now the level 1 version's 2d8 plus 2. So now I can cast cure wounds for a level 1 slot, and it's going to heal just as much as it did before I leveled up. It's great. And if I'm right behind him, I can just repeatedly cast cure wounds if I need to. He's getting absolutely trounced on by like a stupid amount of enemies. I'll just cure all of his wounds nigh constantly. Also, I forgot to do this. not really trying to min-max or anything. It's just really fucking funny that it's kind of worked out like this. I have enough platinum on my character. I might be able to get half plate. Maybe I'll save up for full plate instead. Because if I'm planning on doing the phalanx strat that I just talked about, then I'm not really going to need the half plate right now. I wonder what my AC is without my leather armor that's got a hole in it. It's probably like fucking 10 or something. It's 12. Of course it's 12. Even if I just sell the leather armor and just walk around with my robe on, which I'm I'm saying is like a robe from the cult that my character is a part of. But yeah, if I have the money, it might be nice to get half plate, a heavy crossbow, and a halberd. That's a lot of shit to buy all at the same time. The hope is really just, since I'm buying so much at the same time, I can persuade to lower the price to what I currently have on me, which is not a lot. Like, compared to the price that I see for like on D&D Beyond, the price on D&D Beyond is stupid. Like a horse is half the price of a basic poison on D&D Beyond, which is obscene. Obscene. Oh, here's a basic poison that'll be 100 gold. What do you mean? Are you sure that you don't mean 100 silver? Maybe 100 electrum? What do you mean 100 gold? Like that is absurd. Right now, I could afford to buy 2 draft horses, but I can't afford to buy. I can either afford 2 draft horses or a single basic poison. You know how stupid that sounds? Oh yeah, I can afford 2 fucking like war horses, but I can't afford but 1 basic poison. That is stupid. That's why we're reworking it. Because we just killed. I believe I talked about this yesterday, but well, last stream, I believe I talked about it. We just killed a Barghest. It was a runt, so it wasn't even a full-grown Barghest. We killed a runt, a Barghest runt. We killed 3 red caps. We captured a hobgoblin alive, a goblin warrior, and 7 goblin minions. That's a lot. We got paid 60 gold for that. That's why we're gonna rework the fucking system, because if we're getting paid that much, yeah, no, we're never affording anything at that rate. But yeah, that's my current plans. There's a bunch of shit that I want to buy. I'm hoping that I can get it for the meager amount of platinum that I have. By meager, I mean I have 11 plat and 1 gold. I like carrying my shit in the highest form of currency, because if someone were to rob me, yes, they would get a lot of money, but it's easier to notice because it's like, oh, I don't have like 300,000 copper on me. No, 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 no. I have 11 fucking plat and 1 gold. I've got 12 coins on me. It's a lot easier to notice if something gets stolen. Oh yeah, we also we have I forgot, the Barghest fucking almost completely killed the Quickling that was just there. The Quickling had been helping us out because we keep capturing it and it's kind of tired of it. Which, yeah, if you're supposed to be like insanely fast and you still keep getting caught, I can see you getting a little annoyed. Just help us out and we might leave you alone. He's not being left alone. In fact, the grinning cat kind of wants the little runt dead, so we currently have a conflict of interests going on, because one of our party members has basically befriended the little guy, the Quickling. Meanwhile, I've befriended the grinning cat, and the grinning cat doesn't like the little fucking twerp. I can probably convince the grinning cat to just let it go, but the grinning cat has given us a good deal of information. Meanwhile, the Quickling has been help in battles, multiple of them by now. So it's like our source of intel wants one of our minor combatants gone. Oh yeah. So deep speech, as far as I can tell, is telepathic, is it not? Like, it may not explicitly state it is telepathic, but it is spoken by shit without mouths. How else are they speaking it if not via telepathy? Like, you got aboleths, which sure they may have a mouth, but I don't think an aboleth is going to speak a tongue that a mortal can easily comprehend and speak with their mortal mouth parts. It's spoken by aboleths, it's spoken by beholders and mind flayers. And yeah, if I go by what I saw in Baldur's Gate 3, if the if we assume that they're speaking in the same way that they would speak deep speech in Baldur's Gate 3, the mind flayers, that would make deep speech very much telepathic. Like, tell me, how is something that is a floating eyeball going to speak? You think it's gonna just fucking find a mouth somehow? I think some of them have mouths, but I don't think all of them do. It depends on what it is exactly, right? So it's like here's this thing, it's an ancient horror and it's speaking to you in this tongue that barely anyone fucking knows. My character was raised by Navaleth, that's why she knows it. And I used I got the DM to agree that it's basically telepathic using that same logic. And so now I can just telepathically like I could just mix fucking thaumaturgy and a bunch of spells together to do a bunch of weird shit. Like what's it called? Let's see. I forget what thaumaturgy calls it. Phantom sound. I'm allowed to use phantom sound through another person to do languages that I do not know, but I can basically transfer them telepathically with like phantom sound and all that bullshit. I have to use phantom sound as like a medium for that, which is interesting to say the least. Anyway, next, that's Hypno done. Next is Krabby and Kingler. Pokemon Green Kingler is very different from Pokemon Red and Pokemon Yellow. They use the same back sprite across all of the first gen games. But that's yeah, that's the first little line. Let me quickly swap this out for a different concrete. But yeah, it makes for some interesting things. Oh yeah. Another interesting thing is since you can have three non-instantaneous things from thaumaturgy go off at the same time. When when one of the red caps went to charge me to start combat, This is funny. When one of them went to charge me to start combat, like the second that he pulled his scythe, went for his scythe, I triple cast Thaumaturgy Tremors to knock him on his ass. So instead of him starting the fight, I started the fight, which is very funny to me. But yeah, it's very funny how shit works if you can convince people of very weird, stupid little things like that. But yeah, it's very, very interesting. But yeah, there's probably a lot more that I could get away with that I've just not tried yet. Because it's just like, I haven't thought of it. I really wish that we could have had one of the red caps alive in the end. I'm pretty sure, with how gruesome and violent my character is, I could probably pretty easily become friends with a red cap. Our methods of extracting information from the goblins earlier, when we were finding out about the Barghast, were enough to scare a Barghast. And the funny part is, I wasn't even like trying to. I wasn't. I wasn't trying to be like the worst to the goblin. We'd already been pretty fucking brutal toward him when we were in the fight. So after the fight, I wanted to try being nice, and I ended up being like the most demented person in the fucking room. Although, I will say, my prestigitation has come in handy because cleaning up after an interrogation is super easy. Yeah, the cleanup is super easy. I just fucking cast Predestigation twice and it's fucking done. I just need to fire play to stop any, bleeding, and then I can just use it to clean up everything. It's great. You will be. Mhm. Uh, Hold on. I've already fucked it up a little bit. Oh no, I didn't. I'm being dumb. Mhm. Yeah, I got a little mixed up, but I fixed it. I figured it out. Uh, yeah, there's a lot more shit that I could talk about, but I feel like I'm repeating myself, even though I don't actually know if I am. Crab. Yeah, that's the whole crab. We'll do red first. But what is there anything else to talk about right now other than that? Not really. I don't think Twitch would like if I talked about some of the shit that's happened in our D&D campaign so far. It would probably end up with me getting either a strike or a fucking termination, which is very stupid to say, but I think that it would like actually fucking happen. I need to catch up on Twitch's TOS. A few years ago I read through the whole thing to know what I can and can't do, but they've updated it a few times since then, so it's like I should reread it. Maybe I'll do that later tonight after stream. Cause it's if I am allowed to talk about what the hell our plans are in the D&D campaign, one, I'll be surprised. Two, I would fucking love to. The name, specifically the name of the plan, would probably get me banned on Twitch. But explaining the gist of it is we're starving out the Barghest. I believe I've already said this. We're gonna go around, round up all the goblins, and we're gonna fucking starve out the Barghest, and then use the goblins and the adventurers as a force to just obliterate the Barghests in one fell swoop. The Barghests aren't that big of a fucking threat if they haven't eaten in a week. Right? Hell, the fucking runt, I'm not sure how rough the Barghests are, because the runt was so fucking, like, he got fucked over big time. In order, everything that happened to the runt was the fight started, he picked up a greatsword, walked over to a goblin minion, smashed his head in, and started eating, because it's a Barghest, he eats goblins. Right? And after that, he just kind of fucking died. After eating, he transformed back into his Barghest form, because the Quickling was in the center playing with a Glock. Because of course there was a Glock. Of course. Why would there not be a Glock? Right? It is super funny. It's basically an elemental Glock that they were performing a ritual on. I don't know what they were going to do with it. I wanted to finish the ritual, but we would have had to kill the goblin minions to do so. Which is sad, because we kind of need the goblin minions. So, I didn't get to finish the ritual to find out what exactly is happening. Yeah, I forgot to do that. Whoopsie. But it's basically it's a fucking Glock that shoots out a random elemental spell. which I think is funny because that means that if I get my hands on it at any point, if it rolls lightning or thunder damage, I can just channel divinity into the Glock and be like, I'm not going to roll. It does max damage. Yeah, look at him. He's almost done. We just need to do orange. But yeah, the Barghest then went almost, well, he did one shot the Quickling, and I cast Spare the Dying on the Quickling so that he wouldn't fucking die. That's not supposed to have anything. That's not supposed to have anything. But yeah, after after nearly killing the Quickling, our rogue threw a bomb at him. The bomb exploded, dealing a bunch of fire damage. The Barghest panicked, and since we were underground, it ran toward the pit because there was a pit that the goblins had dug and the hobgoblin had dug to toss down bodies for the ritual that they were doing. So the Barghest went to the pit to try and escape. And the second that I saw it turn tail and run, because everything else was dead, all other enemies were dead, the last red cap was being held with hold person. So I just left combat, walked over to the I walked over to the ladder and then used thaumaturgy to throw my voice as far up the ladder as I could to basically shotgun my voice out to tell the Dragonborn who we had left on the surface to watch the captive goblin and hobgoblin. told him I told him 4 words: Barghast, hole, fire breath. He walked over and just fucking started spewing fire down the fucking hole. The Barghest fucking died. And then at the bottom of the hole, someone cast a bonfire. Our human, I believe she's a warlock, cast bonfire at the bottom. The Vargas body fell into the bonfire and then just fucking disappeared. Like, it got hit 3 times and it was dead. A full grown one's probably going to be a lot harder, but that was very funny. Um, Next we have Kingler, because Krabby is very done. You wanna know something I don't like about Pokemon? I don't like that for some reason they're like, oh, here's Mega Evolutions. And now you think, oh, that's so cool. These are gonna be in every game going forward. And then the next game comes out. No, 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 no. Here's fucking Dynamax and Gigantamax. And it's like, but what what about what about my Mega Evolution? Huh? Like, what would those be called? Hold on. Dynamax. Is Dynamax Mega Evolution? What else is there? Is that it? I believe that's it. Well, no, there's like X moves and shit too, right? Yeah, Mega Evolution, Z moves, Dynamaxing. like, I don't get it because there's also Terrastall. What is Terrastall? Is that like something from one of the new games that I've not actually seen yet because I've not played anything past Sword and Shield? Is that from like Scarlet and Violet? The fuck is Terrastall? Like, in my opinion, if you're gonna add all of these things to Pokemon, one, the national dex should not ever be fucking removed, even though I hear that they've already fucking done that. Which, why? But why though? I like my Gen 1 Pokemon. I like my Gen 2 and Gen 3 Pokemon. I like my Gen 5, my Gen 4. I like Pokemon from every gen. Whatever, it's just another selling point for my game when I finally get it fucking made. Oh, this is the easiest one that we've ever done. Get this. That's the block we're starting with. That's as far down as this ever goes. That's great. But yeah, like when I heard Dynamax was going to be a thing, I was like, oh, cool. Is that something on top of Mega Evolution? And then it just wasn't because there was no Mega Evolution. Like, what? And if it's like a regional thing, that also doesn't make sense. Dynamax only exists because of Yveltal, right? If I remember correct. Not not Yveltal. Was it Yveltal? No. What's his name? Yveltal's why I believe Mega Evolution exists or some bullshit. I don't remember. Eternatus. Yeah. Dynamax only exists because of Eternatus. Eternatus. Whatever the fuck people want to call him. Right? So once I catch Eternatus, give it like 100 years. If I never fucking throw him out, Dynamax is fucking dead then. Let alone Gigantamax, right? Mega Evolution is completely different. As far as I'm aware, as far as I remember, I believe Mega Evolution specifically will basically always work no matter where you are, so long as you have the prerequisite shit for it. A Pokemon that can do it, along with the stone for it to do it, and the shit to actually activate it. Right? Am I fucking wrong? Does that not just make it inherently better? Like, by lore, Dynamax is just not going to exist forever. which just makes it inherently worse, in my opinion. Which I don't think everyone's going to agree with that. Obviously, people disagree with shit all the fucking time. Oh no, whatever will I fucking do? Who cares? I don't give a damn if anyone agrees or disagrees with what I just said. It's literally like the truth. As far as I remember, Dynamax is resulting solely because of like particles or something, some bullshit from Yveltal. Not Yveltal. I keep saying Yveltal. It's Eternatus. Yveltal and Eternatus are kind of fucking similar for no real apparent reason. Also, another thing. There was also a different gimmick in Black and White and Black 2 and White 2 where you could just fucking smash fucking Zekrom and Reshiram and like all of them together. You can't smash together Zekrom and Reshiram, but you can smash Zekrom or Reshiram it together with what's his name? Fuck, I'm forgetting everything right now. Fuck me. Kyurem. But you can't smash all three together because if you did that, it would resummon the fucking Dragon God or some bullshit. Because they all used to be one Pokemon. Which, yeah, that's why I want to fucking do it. And then you also have origin forms for the God Pokemon as well. Like, make your mind up. Stop giving us gimmick after gimmick. It's fine if it's a gimmick for, like, a legendary. Stop giving us gimmick for every Pokemon and then just taking them away. That's awful. It's ass. I hate it. That's the wrong spot for you. You're supposed to be here. Like that. But yeah, it's like, I want to do what the game says. I want to catch them all. And if I can, I would like to catch all of them as shinies. So stop fucking shiny locking shit and let me catch them all. That's your fucking motto, isn't it? It pisses me off like a great deal that you just straight up cannot catch them all when that's like the whole fucking thing. You quote gotta catch them all, right? So why are we not allowed to catch them all in any game? The closest one to do that, I believe, as far as I am aware, is and has been for a while fucking Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. Like straight up, just Oris. You can catch so many legendaries. You can catch so many starters. You can catch so much bullshit in that game. Why can't we do it? I want to know. I wanna do it. Like, as far as I remember, isn't Manaphy like the worst thing ever to shiny hunt? Because if you exclude events where they just give out Manaphy, isn't it you have to play Pokemon Stadium to get an egg? And then if your cartridge doesn't hatch a shiny Manaphy, it literally can't hatch a shiny Manaphy. Like, yeah, that's very, very stupid. I remember I lost my Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, which makes me very, very upset. Because in my Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, I had a Genesect and like all the fucking event Pokemon and all that bullshit. Which was relatively hard for me to do. Sure, maybe they weren't all shiny, but like if I remember correctly, if I wanted to get the shiny versions of some of those event Pokemon, I would have had to book a fucking flight at the age of like 11 to all the way to the other side of the fucking world just to go to a Pokemon store to get a code to have them scan onto my game. And that just it just doesn't seem fair to me because it's like why? You know? Well, why? Why is this a thing that happens? I believe when not even when, I'm pretty sure it still is. Aren't legendaries in what's it called? Fuck, it's called Pokemon Go. Aren't legendaries in Pokemon Go quite literally like region locked? If you don't live in X country, it will never spawn because it fucking can't. Wasn't there one that literally only spawned in fucking Africa? Like, what the fuck do you mean? Oh, you want to catch them all in Pokemon Go? Well, get a fucking flight to Africa, and when you're done, get one to fucking Russia, get another one to South America, and all this shit. Huh? I don't think that it's like that anymore, but holy shit, that was the stupidest bullshit I'd ever fucking heard. And then people were also being stupid on top of the stupid bullshit that was happening because it's like, oh, there's a Pikachu in the road. Let me run out into the middle of the street to catch it. Bitch, no. Boom, boom, boom. Uh, That should be the inside of this claw done. Yeah, that's the inside of the claw done. I just need to connect it with the rest of the claw. I know how far up this goes. It goes to the same level as that. 3, 1, 2, boop, boop, boop. I have a question as well, because I'm not certain if everyone knows of the LA Beast, but I saw a video of his, and it was him drinking a bottle of Coca-Cola from like 1903 or something. It's really fucking old, Coca-Cola, which is obscene. It's a bit much, even for him. It's a bit much. What am I saying? The man's straight up eating cactuses for fun. But yeah, he did testing. He did a little test to see if it had, the drug that Coca-Cola used to put in their drinks because it was that old. And I don't think that the drug would last long enough to be detectable, right? I just don't think that it would last long enough to still be detectable in the drink if it was there. I just don't think so. I could be completely wrong, but like shit does have a lifespan. Drugs do decay by a good bit. You wouldn't take like you wouldn't see like a fucking Tylenol from when the company was first founded and expect it to to work just as well as one made like quite recently. Would you? That shit has decayed to a point that it will no longer function. I just it seems odd to me. Oh, I never did this. Whoopsie. I forgot one black dot in the entire body. Oh no. Hmm. Yeah. There's just a lot to think about right now. And like there's so much to think about that I just can't fucking think straight. Yeah. There's I can't imagine it lasting over 100 years, no matter how pure it was. And it can't have been like the most pure either. I wonder if it like if it was freshly made, I wonder if it would even be detectable. I feel like it wouldn't be. I don't think that it would be detectable like whatso-fucking-ever. Almost done with the white, and then we can move on to the red. I'll do orange last again. I did already do that little splotch there. I just I don't think that the Coca-Cola company was in the business of refining the plant to the point back in the late 18 to early 1900s to the point that it would be, pure enough to be detectable 100 years later. I just cannot fathom them like being skilled enough at refining it that far down. It just does not like feasibly make sense for to me. Like if they're refining it that far down and not just like, oh, it's steeped in and mixed and then removed later like a fucking like a bay leaf. I just don't think that they would waste their time. Red. Yeah, I no matter how much I think about it, my mind does not change. There is almost a 0% likelihood that they fucking ran that shit and purified it so much that it would be detectable in any like reasonable quantity. Sure, maybe if you've got like some super test to do on it, maybe you'll detect like, I don't know, um like a milligram for like every 10 liters. Any more than that, I can't fathom it. I cannot fathom. It would cost so much in labor and time if they were to actually do that. I don't think that they'd be able to recoup the cost. which sounds dumb because a lot of shit all the way back in that time, they didn't really care about recouping the cost. Like, the original purpose of Kellogg's, I don't think he would have cared. I don't think he would have cared about how much it cost so long as he could afford to do it, right? Because the man's believed fervently that that was like saving people's souls. And while mega churches and pastors nowadays, they see that as who gives a damn? I want my 20 millionth fucking yacht. Uh, the people back in the 1800s, they ain't got nothing to spend hundreds of millions on. They get enough to live on, maybe twice that to help their children out. I don't think they're going to give a damn, right? It's just that the those people from all the way back then, they did something that ended up being so successful that their children's children's children are still going off about it. Also, this is what the fuck did I do? Oh, I see. Yeah. I see what I did. But yeah, it's like I just don't think that they cared about the money. But like, if they're wasting so much time and manpower on the refining process, that's a lot of time and money because you have to import that shit. So it's like, well, we've wasted about a month worth of time refining this shit down using our 1800s tech. And now that it's finally refined down, now we'll just mix it into this vat of boiling hot liquid. No, they're not gonna do that shit. I don't think that they would. That sounds stupid as hell. Why the fuck would they ever do that shit? I've been yapping this whole fucking time. Do those testers, like if you go up to the plant and use the tester on the fucking plant, would it still detect it? How far into the refining process do you have to go for it to be able to detect it? Do you have to go like one step, two steps? Can it detect it immediately? Is it just detecting it on the plant? How far in do you have to go for the fucking thing to actually detect that the drug is there? Because that seems rather important, doesn't it? The info is probably already out there, and I just don't know the answer. But like, there's no shot. right? There's no shot. Also, there's missing pixels on Kingler's original sprite. Like, there's pixels that should very obviously be there. There's 4 pixels missing that should very, very obviously be there. But yeah, how far in to any of those processes would you have to go for it to start being detectable? Would a hound trained to pick up on those scents and alert the police, would that hound be able to detect the raw ingredients? This seems like the dumbest question ever. It probably could detect the raw ingredients. The only issue being it would probably have to be trained specifically for the raw ingredients. Because if you train it to pick up only on the final product, it's probably not going to find those raw ingredients. I forgot to finish the face. Done. The rest of this is orange. So I'll start right here because this is where the missing pixels are. There's very obviously something that should be there, but it's just not, because that's like the bend in his arm to get his claw this far forward. It's just not there. Hmm. I I also don't think, well, no, because they probably would train dogs for raw ingredients as well. Like, why would they not? Yeah, why wouldn't they? Because, like, the raw ingredients for a lot of things that are illegal are extremely easy to get your hands on. I'm not going to say any of them, obviously. Like, if you buy online the ingredients, even if you're not planning on making anything illegal with it, the fucking FBI or whatever your country's version of the FBI will show up and ask, "Hey, why'd you buy this?" And it's like, "Hey, that's suspicious as fuck. Why'd you just buy all the shit necessary to make like very illegal things?" I think it's only in large enough quantities as well, which gonna be honest, if someone is buying their shit in a in a traceable way, I don't think that they're going to be making anything noteworthy for the law out of it. Now, there's definitely exceptions, obviously, but like, what am I talking about? Criminals are fucking stupid. They get caught because they're stupid, because they forget X, Y, or Z. Oh, the perfect heist, and we just casually forgot to do the one thing that would prevent us from getting caught. Like, criminals are stupid. Like, stupid, stupid. It's funny how stupid they can be. That's why that's why YouTube channels that specifically talk about criminals and how they got caught are popular, because half the time they get caught from stupid little mistakes that they made. But like, they're so stupid little mistakes that they're so fucking obvious when you think for a second. Oh my God, I've been going for 2 hours. I feel like I've been going slow. I've only done four. Oh, well, these next two will be really simple. Oh boy. Oh boy, watch this. Okay, so this one's extremely simple. Two, three, four, five, six. Okay, and alright. These should relatively easily line up. How the fuck have I already fucked it? Three, six. They're both oh, I'm dumb. That is correct. Whoopsie. Boop, boop, boop. Okay, that's both of those done. Should probably be 5 as well. This should be correct, I believe. Boop. No. Yeah. Who's that Pokemon? Fucking Pikachu, that's who it is. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, for some reason, Voltorb and Electrode are fucking gold, which is very interesting that they went from being golden to basically disguised as Pokeballs. That's why I'm using orange instead of brown, even though brown is technically slightly closer of a match. This looks more golden with the orange. Okay, and then boop, 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 boop. Okay, and then there's yellow here, 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 here. You know, the game's not played that much music. I wish I could change it, but I need to wait for an actual update to come out for that, because that's in a snapshot right now. And this sucks right now because there's nothing fucking playing. Boom. That's one. It looks pretty fucking cool in this sprite. Like, actually, I see. They made him more orange than gold for his front sprite in Pokemon Yellow, and that just became red, which fucking sucks. Because I think the golden one looks so much better. I might end after doing this guy, because although a funny little man, haha, he's a little bit annoying. And I kinda, yeah, I want to finish up just a little bit. 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That should also be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yep, that is correct. The first line. Let's go back up here because this will be at least a little bit easier. And then over here, boop, 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 boop. Yeah, almost done with the outline, I guess. There's not much of an outline for these guys anyway. Yep. And then there's this line, which is 1, 2, 3, and then it goes boop, boop, boop. Boop boop. Uh, that does not go. Actually, it's this one. That looks good. One. Boop. And boop boop. It's the Pepsi symbol. Yeah, it's just. This is the Pokemon Pepsi. Anyway. We can do this. Yep. Alright, that's the outline done. I don't know how, but this guy right here just reminded me of both like Pepsi and the Kool-Aid Man at the same fucking time. And that's insane. Is Kool-Aid owned by Pepsi? Because I feel like that would make sense. Boop, 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 boop. Da, 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 da. Alright, that is all of the orange. Let's do yellow. And over here is this. Uh, yeah. Uh, that's incorrect. That looks to be mostly correct, I believe. The rest of this would be white if this is done right. Yeah. I'm just gonna say it is and hope the fuck it is. I'm fucking cold. I want me some tea. I've also barely eaten. Although, as I was saying earlier, my calorie budget's only like 1800, but like I've only eaten about half of my calories for today. I think I'll make me if I make me tea and a sandwich, it's gonna be like another 400 calories on top of what I've eaten, which is fine. I've got enough to do that multiple times. But I kind of want to stay at least 500 calories below my budget, which is fine. Even if I make a sandwich and some tea, I'll still be well below. Maybe I'll get me some pears. There's like there's a 33% chance that the pears that we preserved last fall are either very sweet, which would be very nice, or straight alcohol, or rotten. It's one of the three. It either is or it isn't. If they're alcohol, well, then I guess I'll get drunk off of fucking pears tonight. If they are sweet, then hey, guess I'll have something sweet. And if they're rotten, they get thrown out. I doubt that they're rotten because the seal seems like it's good, so either they're going to be very strong alcohol or they're going to be nicely preserved. I, yeah, I really like these sprites. Yeah, the orange should be basically golden, but I don't really have gold concrete to work with, so this is the best I could do. I could change it to brown, but then it'll be darker than it should be. Right now it's just lighter than it should be. Quite literally desaturate the entire fucking game, and it's perfect. Yeah, I've done 6 today. 6 is decent, although I did 2.5 hours to do them, which is awful. But I've been yapping a lot, looking up shit, doing a lot of other shit. The eyes on Krabby are very funny looking. Yeah, very funny looking. That claw right there is fucking massive. What would be my next Pokemon anyway? Isn't it Execute? It is. Execute's going to be really obnoxious. I'd rather save it for next time. Yeah, I'm going to do that. That means next time will be Execute, Executor, Cubone, Marowak, Hitmonlee, Hitmonchan, and Lickitung. And that'll leave a good bit left. We're finally in the hundreds. We did 96 to 101 today. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I believe I am done. Yeah. Bye bye.